Right. As I said, the post simplified and standard post expression and sub expression, those kind of questions comes in second part essay. Most probably first question, essay part first question is related to digital circuits. So they're asking those kind of questions. We'll discuss past paper questions after finish this session. All right. Okay. So half adder. Half adder is used to add two single bit numbers. So you can have a simple diagram like this. We'll consider two inputs as AB. Okay, half adder is here, and there are two outputs. One is called as sum, and other one is called as carry. Okay, this is the basic structure of a half adder. So two inputs, two outputs are there. So two inputs should be two single bits. So to add two single bits in CPU, half adder is used. So the outputs are sum and carry. Right, we will have a truth table related to this. Then we can design a logic circuit for this. Right, I'm going to draw a truth table for this. Two inputs A, B, and two outputs sum and carry. A, B are the two inputs. Outputs sum and carry. You already know about truth tables. If there are two inputs, how many different combinations we can give students? How many different combination we can provide to this circuit? Yeah, 2 to the power 2, 4. Yeah, correct. So here 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Right, now I'm going to add these. You know binary addition, isn't it? Students, you know binary addition?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then, yeah, Shafia, let me know 0 0. If we add 0 0, what is the sum?
0.
0. Carry also 0. 0 1. Sum
1.
1. Carry. Carry means carry forward that bit. It is 0.
0.
Yeah. 1 0.
1 and 0.
Yeah. 1 carry 0. 1 1. If we add
0
1
and
1, yeah, 0 is sum and carry is 1. Isn't it?
yes.
Right. Good. We already discussed binary addition, students. So here easily we can fill this. Right. This is the truth table we are getting while we are considering this half adder. So now we are going to design a circuit for this half adder. Already it is designed, but for our lesson, we have to design a circuit for this half adder. Right. You have to consider this. And you have to consider this separately. Yes, I'll give the chance to, yes, Asma. What is this gate, Asma? Can you identify? What is the gate there?
NAND.
NAND gate. What is the gate here? Carry. If you consider carry, what is the gate there?
And.
Yeah, it is AND. Yes, I'll give the chance to Ilma. Can you identify this gate? Sum. If you consider sum, what is the gate there?
How to identify, sir?
Already we have discussed basic logic gates. Only basic logic gates comes there. Here and.
Um,
Here and means whenever the inputs, all the input becomes 1, then only output becomes 1. What is the gate there? AND gate.
and
So according to this output, I am asking what is the gate here?
O gate.
Is it OR gate? No. Someone else? Can you identify what is the gate here?
And
Students,
and
is it AND? No.
and
It is not
NAND.
NAND. NAND, what is the output?
No gate.
1 1 1 0. This is the output of NAND gate.
No gate.
XOR gate.
Yeah, it is XOR gate. You got. No gate, see, O gate, how the output of O gate? Yeah, 0 1 1 1. No gate, output of no gate, it is 1 0 0 0. XOR gate, whenever sorry, whenever odd number of ones, the output is 1. So isn't it, students?
Yes, sir.
Now is
Yes,
it
sir.
okay?
Yeah.
Right.
So is it a basic logic gate?
Yeah, XO we consider it as hybrid logic gate. Sorry, that means I pronounce it as only basic logic gates. Yeah, hybrid logic gate. So earlier we learned basic logic gates, hybrid logic gates, and universal logic gates. By using those gates, you can identify what is the gate here. Even we can go for a Kana map, students. Here we can go for a Kana map and we can find out. But no need. It is a long process. Easily we can identify by using this output. It is XOR gate, and by using this output, it is AND gate. And NAND gate, no gate. It is not also. It is also not basic logic gates. This also combinational logic gates, or even we can say universal logic gates. Sorry, I pronounce it as yeah, basic logic gates. Here XOR gate, here AND gate. Right, now we can design a logic circuit for these students. Right, I'm going to design the logic circuit. Don't write this. I'll give the chance to write. That means I'll give the time. Now concentrate. A, B are the inputs. So for some, XOR gate is there. For some, we need an XOR gate to design some, this part. Okay, so XOR gate is like this. Inputs A, B, and the output is sum. Okay, now this part complete. I'm coming to this. Carry, we need only one AND gate. The output of the carry is same to AND gate. So we are using an AND gate. Okay, A, B are the inputs. A, B are the inputs, and the output is carry. That's all, students. This is the logic circuit for half adder. Is it clear? If you have doubts or questions, please let me know, students. This is the logic circuit for half adder. We have designed it using truth table. So here sum, if you consider the output of the sum, it is equal to XOR gate. If you consider the output of carry, it is equal to AND gate. So sum we are getting through a XOR gate, and carry we are getting through an AND gate. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Just you need to remember half adder. The basic structure is like this, and this is the truth table, and this is the circuit. And even you can have the Boolean expressions for sum A XOR B. For carry A and B. Right. That's all about half adder, students. Yes. Quickly write down this note. So hope it's very clear. It is a simple concept. Half adder used in CPU to add two single bit numbers. I'll give a note. That means I'll give some points under this. So first of all, put the heading as half adder and draw all this. Right. After completion, please raise your hand, students. Under this, I'll give some points related to half adder. Half adder is an arithmetic logic circuit designed to add two single bit numbers. I'll repeat it. Half adder is an arithmetic logic circuit designed to add two single bit numbers. There are two inputs. Next point. There are two inputs and two outputs. Same point. Two outputs can be considered as sum and carry. Two outputs can be considered as sum and carry. Right, students? So this half adder circuit only we can use to add two single bits. We can't use to add sequential two single bits, because if you see the circuit diagram, only two inputs are there and sum and carry is there. So if you want to add another bit with that sum, okay, if you want to add another bit with that sum, so a bit is there, new bit, and sum and the carry. We need three inputs, but half adder only have two inputs. Hope it's clear. At the beginning, we can add one, for example, 1 0. We are adding 1 0. Then sum is 1, carry is 0. Then if we want to add another bit, so sum is 1, carry is 0, and other bit, for example, we'll take it is 1. So we can't add that using this half adder. Therefore, we have to go to the full adder, because half adder can be used to add only two single bits. Thereafter, the carry bit, to add the carry bit, there's no any, that means input there. So therefore, we have to go for a full adder. In full adder, two single bits and carry in is there. So therefore, we can sequentially, we can add some bits, single binary bits, using full adder. Right, we'll go for full adder, students. While we design it, you can identify what I am saying. Right, I'm going to the whiteboard, students. Right. So we are going to see full adder. So full adder, only one change. This is full adder, and carry in is there. We call it as C in. Because of that, we can take this one as carry out. That's all. This is the simple diagram for full adder. Earlier, if you consider the half adder, A, B, sum, carry is there, students. If we give 1 0, so sum equal 1, carry equal 0. If we want to add another one, We'll take another half adder. A, B, sum, carry. So it is not possible to add. That means here, while if we add 1 0, we are getting sum 1, carry 0. If we want to add another bit, for example, we'll take C. I want to add C with this. So there's no option. That means only 2 inputs are there. So we can give C as input, sum as input, but we can't give carry as input in half adder. Half adder. Okay, so only we can add 2 single bits. We can't add sequentially binary bits using half adder. Therefore, we have to go for a full adder. In full adder, 2 input bits and 1 carry in bit is there. So here it is possible. 2 input means C, 1 input, and sum. We got sum by using this half adder. So 1 input and carry. So it comes as carry in. Right? Okay. That is the concept of this. We need a half adder in CPU. Right. Sorry. So full adder also a arithmetic logic circuit designed to add 2 single bit numbers, but sequentially we can add 2 single bit numbers. And in full adder, there are 3 inputs. Half adder 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Full adder 3 inputs and 2 outputs. So inputs we can consider as A, B, C in, and outputs we can consider as sum and C out. Is it clear, students? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Shall we move on to truth table? Here also we are going to mark a truth table, fill a truth table, and we are going to design a full adder. Already we have designed a half adder using truth table. Right. So I'm going to the truth table, students. A, B, C in 3 inputs and 2 outputs. A, B, C in sum, C out. Those are the outputs. Because of 3 inputs, how many different combinations we can provide? Yes, Durya? If there's 3
Sorry,
input,
sir.
if there's 3 input
Yes.
in a truth table, how many different combinations we can provide to this circuit? 3 inputs?
8.
Yeah, 2 to the power 3, 8. Okay.
8.
Therefore, we need 8 rows. Good. Right. I'm going to fill this 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. According to this, the inputs, I'm going to have the sum and C out. Okay. Who is going to say sum and C out? Yes, students. According to these inputs, we have to find out sum and C out. Yes, volunteer. Who is going to say? Yes, Ilma. Okay, are you ready? Just we have to add. There's nothing. Okay. So 0, 0, 0. What is the sum? If we add 0, 0, 0, yeah, sum 0. That means C out.
0.
Carry out, it is also 0. 0, 0, 1. What is the sum? 1. C out?
0.
0. 0, 1, 0.
1,
1, see out,
0,
0. 0, 1, 1. Sum,
2. That means 0 and
yeah,
carry 1.
sum 0, carry 1. Good. Clear?
Yeah,
Right,
sir.
good. Then 1, 0, 0. What is the sum?
1,
1, carry out,
0,
0. 1, 0, 1. Sum,
0, 1,
yeah, sum 0, see out 1. Good. 1, 1, 0.
0, 1,
Yeah, sum 0, see out 1. 1,
1,
1, 1.
1, 1,
Yes, if we add 1, 1, 1, it is 1, 1. Then sum 1, carry out also 1. Yeah, good. Others, have you understood this concept? Yes, Duria, Ilma, it's okay. Ilma understood. Asma, Shafia, have you understood how I
Yes, sir.
fill this sum and see out? If not, please let me know. Shafia, okay. Then others, Asma, Duria.
okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because we already discussed how to add binary. So here we have to do addition because full adder means addition. So we are getting outputs like this. Right, clear, good. Now we are going to design a circuit for this full adder. Already it is designed, but according to our syllabus, we have to design. Okay, this is a basic building block of a CPU. Even half adder, basic building block of a CPU. Already it is designed, it is used, we are using it in CPU. So here we have to learn how to design it. Okay, already we have designed a half adder, now we are going to design a full adder, right? So we have to consider this. Okay, and you have to consider this. Yes, Asma, what is the gate here? Sum, what is the gate there? Sorry,
No.
XNOR gate. Yeah, Shafia, what is the gate here? See out. Shafia, what is the gate here? See out, see the outputs. Yeah, Shafia, I didn't get any response. Yes, Ilma, what is the output? That means according to the output, what is the gate here? Can you identify?
Sir, is
None.
it
Yeah, it is difficult. We can't identify like that. So we have to go for a truth table. By using a truth table, we can identify. Clear?
yes, sir.
Right. So here I'm coming to this sum. And whenever output is 1, we can have min terms. Actually, no need to have min terms. I'm going to mark the ones in a Kana map. Okay. We are using Kana map to simplify this. So because of 3 inputs, just a minute. Yeah, because of 3 inputs, we need 8 cells. 2 to the power 3, 8 cells. So what are the inputs? A, B, C in. Those are the inputs, okay? A, B, C in. I'm going to mark the headers 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Now I'm going to mark the ones. This is the truth table for sum. Okay, not truth table, a Kana map for sum. Okay, right. So here 1, The inputs are 0, 0, 1. Okay, 0, 0, 1. That means 1 comes here. Here 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. Then 1 comes here. Then next one 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. 1 comes here. And finally 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Yeah, 1 comes here. Okay, that is the Kana map for this sum. We consider only sum output, and another output is there, it is C out. So I'm going to draw another Kana map to identify what is the gate there. We need 8 cells, and the inputs are A, B, C in, A, B, C in. Headers 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. I'm going to consider the ones here. 1, here 1, here 1, and here 1. That's why I am marking ones. Okay, whenever the output 1, we can have the min terms, and we can mark it in a Kana map as ones. Whenever the output is 0, that means low voltage, we can have the max terms, and we have to mark zeros in a Kana map. Normally we are not marking zeros, but there are some situations we have to mark zeros in a Kana map. Therefore we are marking ones in a Kana map, right? Okay, now I'm going to mark the ones here, students. Here this one 0, 1, 1. Okay, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. That means here 1. And this one 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Here 1. Here 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Here 1. And 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Here 1. How to group this? Then we have to group this. Yes, here how we can group this, students? Can you help me? How we can group this? Can we group like this?
Can't.
Can't.
No.
Yeah, only horizontal and vertical grouping is allowed. Diagonally we can't group it. Then we have to group like this, no? There's no way. We have to group single ones separately. There's no any other way. Sorry?
We can wrap the two ones in common, right?
Yeah, these two we can wrap and group it. But here we'll consider like this, because this is a special situation. That means all the ones comes in a diagonal way. It is a special situation. I'll explain it. Okay, I'll comes to this. We can simplify this easily, right? Okay, we can group like this, no? Sorry. And these two ones and these two ones. As you said, we can, that means this is wrapped around, we can group this one and this one. But here this is a special situation. That means all the ones comes in diagonal way. Special, very special situation. I'll explain it. Before that we'll comes to, that means this thing we know how to group and how to take the simplified expression. Now I'm going to take the simplified expression by using this. First of all, I'll consider this group, these two ones. Okay, there are three groups, and each group 2 ones are there. Okay, right. Okay, students, right here 1 A1, here also A1 in this group. B1, B becomes 0, so no need to consider, we can skip B. And A and C in, always 1, so A, C in. Yes, we'll consider this group Here A0, here A1. So A is changing. We can skip it. We can remove A. And B, here 1, here also B is 1. Within this group, B is 1. So B. And C in, within this group, C in is 1. So B, C in. Another group is there, right? Okay, this group 1, 1. So here C in is changing. Here C in 0, here C in 1. So we can skip C in. And AB is not changing. Always A1, B1 within this group. So AB. Sorry. AB. Right. Then we can write the final expression like this, students. We can write the final expression like this. Here, this is for C out. Okay. This Kana map is for C out. This Kana map is for sum. Okay, we can write C out. Yes, there's no space. Is it okay? Write it down. Can you see? It's not, no? Yes, I'll write it here. Okay. C out is equal to, C out means output. Already we have taken in our truth tables Q and Y. Likewise, C out equals to AB plus AC in plus BC in. That is the simplified POS expression, sorry, SOP expression. Simplified SOP expression for this C out. I'll focus my camera down, students. Right, okay. So this is the simplified SOP expression for C out. So here I told it is a special situation. So there XO gate is there. Okay. In such situation, in this kind of situation, XO gate is there. So we can write sum equals to, what are the inputs? A, B, C in. So A XO, B XO, C in. Okay. A XO, B XO, C in. That is a special situation, students. If all the ones comes in diagonal way, there's no way to, that means group those ones. So it is related to XO gate. Okay, all right. Okay, then now we can draw the circuit. We already have an expression for sum, an expression for C out. As earlier, sum and carry, we are having sum in half adder, AB, sum, carry. Sum, we got XO gate, carry we got AND gate, isn't it? Students, sum we got XO gate and carry we got AND gate in half adder, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Here in full adder, we got, for sum we got A XO, B XO, C in. For C out, we got A and B, O, A and C in, O, B and C in. Likewise. So now we can draw the circuit. Yes, it's better to put the heading as full adder and write down all these. Thereafter, we'll see how we can draw the circuit. If you can, it's better you draw the circuit, then you can check it out. So write the heading as full adder and complete all these, students. After that, I'll explain how to draw the circuit diagram for full adder. Right, quickly complete it, student. Within 1 minute, our class will disconnect. So click the same link and join with the class again.